by Zions. All night, Zions Extreme Supplements for extreme athletes. Look for them at your favorite health food stores and gyms. 33-year-old Evan Tanner. The reach is not going to be a big difference. As you talked about, Frank, just 1 inch different between the 22-year-old Robbie Lawler and Evan Tanner. And our referee, none other than the best in the business, Big John McCarthy.
All right, here we go. Robbie, you ready? Evan, are you ready? Let's get it on. Come on.
This night at Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey is underway. Let's see if, very much like Baroni did, Lawler attempts to swing for the fences early.
I think he will. I mean, the only problem that Lawler's going to have about finding to get that shot in, Evan Tanner has a very unorthodox, crazy-looking style. He moves funny. So it's kind of weird to hit. But then again, on the other side, the reason why it's considered unorthodox and funny is because usually you're going to pay a price eventually for moving like that.
Two great camps who really like to study tape, so if there is something that Lawler can take advantage of, certainly Miletich and the boys have looked at it. But the same can be said with Couture and Lindland working Evan Tanner.
Some good exchange on strikes.
Robbie looks very confident early, but so does Evan Tanner. And I know what Joe Rogan's saying right now. Evan Tanner working the cornrows. I know Joe is going crazy right now with that. Joe Rogan on assignment. Frank Mir, the UFC heavyweight champion, with me in the broadcast booth. A shout out to Joe and a shout out to Guy Metzger. Guy, get well soon. Sorry you're not here tonight. Evan Tanner, Robbie Lawler, middleweight matchup.
One thing that's interesting, it looks like Evan Tanner might take advantage of, is the one-time striking that hurt Robbie Lawler was against his loss against Pete Spratt. He didn't defend well against the leg kicks. He ended up having to stop the fight due to an injury received due to the leg kicks. Evan Tanner's throw a few hands, but I think he's really going to try to take advantage of that inside with his right leg, swinging in and shooting onto the inside of Robbie Lawler's right thigh.
Tanner caught him a moment ago. Lawler just shakes it off. Don't forget, website of choice for all, the best in the UFC, UFC.tv. They clinched for the first time.
Robbie Lawler has superior position. He's on the ribs. Tanner has to get his hand back across the body.
Now here's where we find out really if they get into a battle with clinches and takedowns, who is the stronger man. And in a Matt Hughes fashion, Robbie Lawler with a big takedown.
And the triangle, Lawler's in trouble. Evan Tanner's very good at submissions. He has an armbar actually right now. Oh, his hand lifted up. He almost had it. The triangle is sunk in. I don't see it. Robbie Lawler's in trouble, folks.
What does Tanner have to do to finish
right
it?
now, if he just pulls down on the head, if he goes for the head, he's trying to get the arm. I don't think he realizes.
There it is. It's all over. It is all over. Submission victory by Evan Tanner. He had it, he sunk it, and he finished.
It's a good move. Again, he had him in the triangle. One thing that was a difference, that maybe just difference in styles and what he saw. Obviously, again, different perspectives. He's in the ring. He went for, it looked like to me, I want to see the replay, for a straight arm lock. He went ahead and had it over the shoulder, using his forearm to apply downward pressure. And just used the triangle instead of a finishing move, actually to hold and stabilize Robbie Lawler from being able to escape his guard.
When you and I talked about this fight yesterday, we talked about Evan Tanner and the underrated submissions that he has. You got to remember, this is a guy who submitted home or more.
True, and I don't think anybody else has submitted home or more. Big, strong, tough wrestler. Ended up armbarring him.
Now let's watch Evan Tanner work it early after the big slam by Robbie Lawler.
Immediately he passed the hand over the top. You can see now that Robbie Lawler's in trouble. He only has one shoulder and his head inside. Instead of going for the triangle, though, Evan Tanner looks like he locks it up. Again, he's locking it up. He's getting it tighter. If he would have pulled down on the head, he actually would have had the choke. But instead, Robbie's putting his arm straight and he went for the straight arm bar. No, I have to take that back. It wasn't the arm bar. From my side of the ring, it looked like it arm barred him. He actually did succumb to the choke.
To the choke indeed. And Evan Tanner is victorious. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee John McCarthy has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes 22 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by tap out due to a triangle choke, Evan Tanner!
9th UFC victory for Evan Tanner, and he does it very quickly, submitting Robbie Lawler in Lawler's middleweight debut.
Here you see Robbie Lawler has perfect position on Evan Tanner. He's on the outside of his elbow. He locks it up, drives his hips in, and just swings on Matt Hughes style slam. But from there, that's when he got in trouble. He was inside his guard.
And in the end of the fight, the tap, which is not
choke.
like quitting. It is much respected here in mixed martial arts. Terry Kasem, she's with our winner.
Nice, Evan, nice. You submitted the guy with one of my favorite submissions, a triangle. How did it feel? Did you expect that?
No, that's not really what I was expecting. I didn't really know what to expect. Happy with the win. I can make a house payment now.
It was awesome. Do you think with this victory, guys are going to think twice about stepping up a weight class to fight you?
Yeah, I don't know. He had a lot of guts coming up, and taking on a fighter like me, I've got a lot more experience than he does. I don't know.
Well, I know that your teammate Matt Lindland was knocked out by Dave Terrell. What do you think about a matchup with you and Terrell?
That'd be great. I'll fight whoever.
Nice fight. Good one.
Can I thank my sponsors right quick? Sportsbook.com, Light Force Nutrition, Full Contact Fighter, Comp 28. I want to thank those guys for getting behind the sport.
Give it up for Evan Tanner, everybody.